So I want to work the triangle first. I got here and she T-Rexed up. She's playing that Kyle Bain stall game, right? She's like, I'm waiting for overtime so I can lose at my own strategy. Anyways. So I'm reaching for the armpit. I want to be in here with my hand, but I'm going to always keep this hand ready to base, right? Because nobody's just going to lay, well, I know some do that well, but most people won't just lay here and do nothing. So you're going to have to be ready to base out to defend yourself so you don't get rolled over, right? So I'm going to start looking for that crook in the armpit, and then I'm going to peel the elbow open just a little bit so I can bring this hand and I can punch to the floor here like this. So I get her stuck on her side now, right? So I have back exposure. You know, it's perfect. It's a great position to be in. So what I like to do from here is it's going to be based on what her top arm is doing. If she's framing on my hip, I'm going to take her back, right? Because if you guys remember, I was telling you guys, if you can get outside the opponent's elbow, you can take the back. So I can wrist ride right by, start to bring my knee up high, switch this to a grip in the armpit, and I can sit to my butt and pull her into my lap. Right now I have a nice back take. So if I get that same position and my opponent elects to not frame on my hand, right? Sometimes as you go there, their arm either gets stuck or they think they can hide their arm by hugging your back, right? So I get to here, and as I go, I get underneath her arm, right? So everybody sees her top side arm is around my back now. So now from here, what I like to do is you can kind of set up a triangle. You can either like blast it right through, or I like to go slow with it. Once I get here, I like to, instead of pinning this and trying to beat the hand, I don't want to throw my leg over, because like, look, when I let go, like she can just grab on, right? And pass it over her head all the way. You know, you don't want that. So once I get here, I like to pull the arm in tight like this to the bicep, and then I bring my knee up higher and I put my elbow on my knee. Because now I have all my weight on that side. This arm is very pinned. It's very difficult for her to break this grip, right? Keep it down. And then all I have to do is lift her head and place my knee pit on her neck, right? So grab the head, lift it up, step out, step over, and now I can let go of the grip and I bring my knee pit right to her neck like that, right? My heel's on my knee. So now the only thing I need to do is I need to clear her shoulder with my outside knee, right? So I need to make an angle change so I can hide her shoulder with my knee. Everybody can see her shoulder right now. So it wouldn't be a good choke if I locked it. So I'm gonna bring my head offline a little bit, balance on my other leg now so my leg becomes light so I can clear, and I can bring my knee behind her head and push into her head and lock the triangle. Now her shoulder's hidden. I have a really tight triangle now. So I like to sit back on my heels and then drop my right hip to the mat to get this triangle. Right, so I go back and I drop in here, and that'll get it. Bonus, we can also reach up and I can put my thumb right in her elbow. They take blood, right? Where they check you for monkeypox. You grab there and you grip the elbow, and look, and I can just bring my elbow back into her wrist and hip in and get a nice little arm lock. Monkeypox grip, hip in. So again, it's all based off that chair sit mechanic, right? Bringing that knee up by the head, changing my angle, right? So she's annoying me. She's playing Zito guard. Come here, look, I open. Pin her here. Push on this elbow, right? Give her a little pressure. Bring that knee up high. Put your weight here. You're nice and stable here. It'd be very hard to roll you. They'll just flail around. Wrist, pull it in. Grab the chin. You can grab the face too, that's fun. Right? Who doesn't like that? Out, over, and then now look, I let go and then my knee pit comes right to her neck. So that's like Lego tight. Right, now I need to clear my knee over my foot. So I'm gonna bring my head towards her feet so I can put my knee on the ground and I can clear and lock. But I'm not gonna lock my triangle like this. I'm gonna keep my legs parallel because that's gonna give me a better scissor motion. Nobody laughed. Now you can come back on your heels and drop your right hip to the floor to get that squeeze. Or I can grab it here, pinch. That's how it is in my house, and I expect it to be here. Let it open. put it behind arm. Yeah. Remember, if you always feel for that arm. As soon as you get here, like you could sit here for quite a while. Like this is a good pin position. You know, I could sit here and I could wait for her to give me a reaction so I can get submissions. You know, if this is a real life situation, give me that iPhone. Unlock your iPhone. Who you been texting?
Jesus, you must be in my house all.
Lock everything up. Knee comes high, nice and balanced here. Lift up the head, step out, step over, and then lock it in. All right, now we gotta clear that leg, so I'm gonna go towards your feet. Legs are parallel, back on your heels, drop the hip. Give her one extra one. Does that make sense? Let's do it. 3, 2, 1.